Let me hope everyone is fine. Before we start our lesson today, make sure you have washed your hands. If possible, you have sanitized them. Make sure where you're seated is clean. Everything that you're touching is clean. So, I want us to look at something else, but before that, last time we looked at rain formation. And briefly to remind you, we said the sun hits the water in the water bodies. The water rises in form of vapor and reaches the condensation point where clouds are formed. Then, as clouds become heavy, they fall as rain. Then we also looked at the processes that are in the rain cycle. That is, one, we have the process, we have condensation. Check the spelling of the word condensation. It is quite a big word, but let me hope you will manage it. Condensation, as clouds up there, when they reach the condensation point, that is the cooling point. That is the cooling point. So another process we had, evaporation. We have evaporation. When the water in the water bodies is heated, the water turns into vapor. That is what we call evaporation. Then we also said in plants we have a process known as transpiration. We have a process known as transpiration. So those are the three processes that are involved in the rain cycle. And that was our number one of the activity, given two processes that take place in the rain cycle. We have, you're going to repeat after me, condensation. The word is condensation. Check the spelling, you have 2 seconds. Then number 2, we have evaporation. The word is evaporation. Then lastly we have transpiration. So today we are going to look at transpiration. Another number in the activity was feature marked M. So these are, so we can turn them as corrections. They are also working as our corrections. So another feature marked M. Number 2, feature marked M. Feature M is the water body. Is the water body. Then clouds that give us rain, nimbus clouds. Nimbus clouds. They are the ones that give us rain. So those were the corrections for the last activity. Now today, we looked at these processes. For today, I thought in the next lesson, we are going to look at the process in plants, and that is transpiration. So our topic today is transpiration. So I'm going to give you some few seconds. Look at the word transpiration. Remember in the rain cycle we said as the sun hits the plants, we say they transpirate. From transpirate we are getting transpiration, whereby we have water rising in form of water vapor. Now, what is transpiration? Transpiration is the process by which plants lose water in form of vapor to the atmosphere. So you're having transpiration is the process by which plants lose water in form of vapor to the atmosphere. Look at the word atmosphere. Now, as the sun hits the plants, they transpirate. They release water in form of vapor, and that water goes to the atmosphere. That is transpiration. Now, we are looking at an experiment. On transpiration in plants. Now you're going to do this one afterwards, but I'll explain and I'll tell you what to do. So experiment, what do we need? So we are looking at things needed. What are we going to use? Things needed. What are the things we are going to use? So number one, I'm having here a plant in a pot, in a smoker container. So number one, you need a potted plant. You need a plant, get a small tin, put soil there, and have that plant there. Number one, we need potted plants. Potted plants. Number two, look at this plant here. How do you call this part here? This part here. So this one is a polythene. This one is a polythene paper or polythene bag, but it has to be transparent. So we have transparent polythene paper, polythene bag, or you can call it polythene bag. Then there is something I used here for tying this transparent polythene bag. Here you can use a thread or a string. So here we are having number three. You can have a thread or you can use a string. Now, why do we need these two features? Now look at this polythene bag here. Now this polythene bag has to be transparent. Why? Because we are going to put this plant under sunshine. So this polythene bag will help you to trap or will help you to see what is taking place. So this transparent polythene bag will help you see through what is taking place on the plant. Now this string here or thread helps you to tie the polythene bag so that it can tie properly. Then this polythene bag will be able to trap the water vapor. Is that one okay? Okay, so the thread helps you to tie this polythene bag, and the transparent polythene bag will help you to see clearly what is happening to the plant. Now what are you supposed to do? So what you're going to do, you're going to get this plant, put it under sunshine. Remember, we need the sun, the heat from the sun. So here, so it will be like an activity for you. I'll put activity because it is going to be practical. You're going to do it after the end of the lesson. So number one, get a potted plant. You can use any tin. You're free to use any tin. Then step number two, tie a transparent polythene bag with a thread. as you've seen my plant here. Then step number 3, put the plant under sunshine. Put the plant under sunshine. So those are steps you're going to follow. 1, you're going to get any plants the way you see it. Get a tin or any container, put soil there, put the plant there. Then number 2, you get a transparent polythene bag and you tie it. Now tie a transparent polythene bag with a thread on a leaf. Let's finish that statement. On a leaf. On a leaf. Tie it on a leaf. Why are we tying on a leaf? Because transpiration takes place in the leaves through the stomata. Stomata are the small holes we find on the leaves. So transpiration, why are we tying on a leaf? Reason, transpiration takes place on the leaves. After that, you're going to get this plant, you put it under sunshine. So what do you expect to see? So here, what are the results you expect to see? What do you expect after some times, like after 30 minutes, what do you expect to see? You're going to see water droplets trapped on the polythene bag. So what do you expect to see? Water droplets. Water droplets on the polythene bag. On the transparent polythene bag. So as you're putting, you will be observing it. After some 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you go and check on the plant. So you're going to see water droplets on the transparent polythene bag. What do the water droplets indicate? So if you see water droplets, how are you going to conclude? So we conclude, so here we have conclusion. So here we're going to say water droplets. Water droplets show that transpiration has taken place. Transpiration has taken place. So I request you to do that one practically. So what you will see, these are the water droplets on the polythene bag. So what do they indicate? Remember we said transpiration, process by which plants lose water in the form of vapor. So that vapor will be trapped and it will condense. Then you will see droplets on the polythene bag. So in conclusion, if you see the droplets, you should say that transpiration has taken place, or the plant has transpirated. Then we can talk about importance. Importance of transpiration. To plants. How is transpiration important to a plant? So that one, transpiration helps plants to cool. we are going to say transpiration help plants to cool. That is the way plants sweat. As you also sweat when it is too hot. Also plants, we are going to say they do sweat as a result of transpirating. So this one helps plants to cool. So transpiration helps plants to cool. Then, how can transpiration be a disadvantage? Danger of transpiration. Danger of transpiration to plants. Danger of transpiration to. How can it be a disadvantage? How can it be dangerous? Now, in cases it is too much or excessive, when a plant is losing a lot of water, it may end up drying up, or it may end up wilting. So too much, excessive, so in practice we're going to say too much, excessive transpiration, leads to drying up of a plant. Leads to drying up of a plant. Helps plants to cool. Disadvantage or danger: too much may make the plant dry up. Now, any note, transpiration takes place in the leaves through the stomata. Transpiration takes place in the leaves through the stomata. Through the stomata. So if they ask on which part of a plant does transpiration take place, we say transpiration takes place. So here we are saying it takes place in the leaves. So if they ask on which part of a plant does transpiration take place, transpiration takes place in the leaves. On the leaves is where we find the small holes known as the stomata. Is that one okay, learners? Okay, now don't forget my activity. I'm going to give you a written activity like 2-3 numbers, but I'm repeating this first activity. You're going to get a potted plant, like the way you see mine. Get a small container, put loam soil, have a plant there. Then after that, you get a transparent polythene bag and a thread or string. You tie it around one leaf. It can be 1 or 2 leaves, any. Then after that, you're going to get this plant, take it where there is enough sunshine. Is that one okay? After that, observe what will take place on that plant. That is the first activity. And make sure you can get your sister to help you on mommy. So as you finish, have a simple activity here, another activity. So this is activity 1, activity 2. Activity 2. The other was activity 1. So number 1, what is transpiration? What is transpiration? Number 2, on which part of a plant does transpiration take place? Which part of a plant does transpiration take place? Number 3, how is transpiration important to a plant? Important to plants. Important to plants. Okay, those are the 2 activities I'm leaving behind. The one which is practical and this written one. So make sure you get time, do the activity. We shall meet next time. Now before I end my lesson, make sure your hands are clean, properly washed, everywhere you're seated is clean, everything you're touching should be clean. Make sure you bathe every day, remain clean and remain safe. Have a good day.